We're drinking water, not sweet tea. Water's good for your health.
In case. Feel that. It's pretty dense.
Yeah, it's pretty. You could hurt someone with that.
I mean, you can lift some weights.
You ever go to this place?
No.
What are we calling this?
The Taco Vlog Biscuit Edition.
Yeah, this is Taco Vlog Special Edition, off season, bringing you some content in between seasons. We don't even know if there's gonna be a season 2 yet. We got Noah.
I'm back.
He's back. Durham, North Carolina. We're doing something a little special today.
Biscuits.
Chicken biscuits. Level 2 chicken biscuits. You gotta keep in mind the level 1 chicken biscuit. The debate, it's like, Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, you know, Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit, like that for me is number 1. But that's like the level 1 biscuit. We're taking a step up. This would be like the equivalent of like your Shake Shack, or like your In-N-Out burger of the burger world. It's like that level 2 biscuit.
Okay. Maybe even mix in a Five Guys, that type of thing.
That type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will be going to Bojangles, but
You're gonna have to speak up.
hi. Do you have the Yuva biscuit?
What biscuit?
Okay, so it's kind of a complicated order. Can I get a Cajun filet, just the meat?
Alright.
And then can I get a Bowberry biscuit with the icing? And then a side, sorry?
Go ahead.
And then a side of pimento cheese, and that's it.
Alright. So it'll be plus $4.89.
Thank you. It's a special biscuit. It is not your regular Cajun filet.
I was thinking about it when you were ordering. You should have just said, like, can I get a Cajun filet biscuit on a Bowberry biscuit with a side of pimento cheese?
Let me see if I can find this original tweet, and I'll show the camera.
Find the original tweet with Noah.
Yeah, let's see what we can do here. All right, so the first order of business is we need to cut that in half.
Okay, did he provide anything?
You want to try and split that in
You
half?
want me to split this in half? I'm gonna use a spork.
Yeah. We don't have many options here for splitting this in half.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Don't worry, we have a pocket knife.
we got the Gerber. Shout out to Camden. So a Christmas gift right here. All right, now we gotta figure out how to use this thing. I'm gonna attempt to cut this in half. But yeah, before. Yeah, there you go. All right, this is the Yuva.
This is the Yuva.
So it's a Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit on a Bowberry biscuit, which is what, blueberry?
It's blueberries.
It's a blueberry biscuit
with icing.
And pimento cheese.
So this would make it the deluxe. The deluxe has the icing. The regular version does not have icing. But we had to go deluxe.
This is the Yuva Deluxe.
Yes.
The Yuva Deluxe. So if you're in South Carolina, you can just order this at Bojangles.
If you're particularly the Columbia area.
If you're anywhere else, you just got to order it the way we just ordered it. So
there you go.
Yeah, the scale is cheers. The scale is the card scale. We don't have the cards with us. Oops. Off season, you know, the cards are on vacation, but you know, that's how we're gonna grade it.
2 days. Here we go. Initial thoughts.
This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous, but it's delicious.
I'd recommend this.
I tried to tell you.
Honestly, like the cheese not being hot kind of gave it a nice little like balance. You know, it gave it a little bit more depth.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of hits you in different ways. It hits you with a little bit of spice from, you know, the Cajun filet and the pimento cheese. Hits you with a little bit of hot in terms of temperature with, you know, the biscuit. And then it hits you with a little bit of cold with the cheese again. And then it hits you with some sweet with the bowberry. It's
And the
something.
icing.
And the icing.
Get the deluxe with the icing.
What are you feeling? 2 days. All right.
1, 2, 3,
Queen.
10. Queen.
Queen. It's so unique for me in terms of what a chicken biscuit can be that I have to give it a queen, because there's nothing else like it that we're gonna have today. The other biscuits might be good, which I'm assuming they're going to be, but none of them are gonna have pimento cheese on a bowberry biscuit with icing.
Rise.
All right. The Rise chicken biscuit.
It's righteous.
It is righteous. It said it was famous. So this is the one we had to go with. We're trying to pick the most popular chicken biscuit on the menu. And this was the one for Rise. So
It's a little bit more traditional in terms of like this is like a true level 2 biscuit. I don't want to call it a fancy boy biscuit, but Rise is a little bit more on the fancy end of the spectrum. It's option city in there.
they have a lot of options.
You could go here probably every day for a year and get a different biscuit combo. So, you want me to cut this thing?
Yeah, let's cut it.
Get a nice look at that. A nice little before I cut into it. Yeah, ooh la la, as they say. Yeah, we should be all right.
Let's do it.
The little cross section in there.
Cheers, part 2.
Yeah, cheers, part 2. Fries, Durham. They got a bunch of different locations. I actually saw them in Nashville this past weekend too.
Here we go.
When it comes down to just chicken and biscuit, you're really putting it all on the line. You're saying, you know what? We're gonna try and beat you with a superior piece of chicken and a superior biscuit. I think the biscuit's just okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see when we do our 2 to ace here.
Yeah, 2 to ace. Ready?
Same time, yeah. 9.
8.
Okay.
8. Snowman. It's just average.
Yeah, I mean, I would put it above, obviously, some of the level 1 biscuits. Like you could probably get from like McDonald's or something. Probably a little better than that. But in terms of the tier 2 biscuits that we're working with, I would say it's definitely, it's good, but it's not overly impressive.
You come to Rise. Don't get this. But do something a little bit fancier, because they do have options to add cheese and different toppings and honey and whatever else, and fancy it up a little bit, because I think that's more like their speed. But if it was like this, or a Cajun filet biscuit from Bojangles, which is a level 1 biscuit, 11 out of 10 times I'm taking the Cajun filet biscuit at Bojangles.
The Cajun filet biscuit is superior.
Sunrise Biscuit Kitchen, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, East Franklin Street.
Been here for a long time. My dad had this place when he was in college.
His dad's not that old.
Oh wow, this feels dense. Oh wow, there's a lot going on.
Mr. Dense Biscuit himself. I got a knife this time. Sunrise Biscuit Kitchen.
Oh,
You gotta show people that.
this thing is thick. I don't think it's gonna stay together all that well. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Good luck cutting it.
Cross section.
Yep. And a cheers for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
Bam.
This is where you start to separate between an Instagram biscuit, like Rise, and like a legit home style scratch biscuit. You know what I'm talking about? A biscuit's so fluffy.
I'm trying to think of where I want to place this. This one did have the advantage of some cheese that the other one did not have. You can't really taste it all that much, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think I tasted the cheese all that much.
I taste the cheese. I got the refined taste buds.
You do have a fine taste buds. You have a nice palate. Gordon Ramsay would be proud. Obviously, there was a little hint of the cheese for me, but what really was standing out for me was the biscuit.
It's dense, it's fluffy, it's chewy.
Yeah, I think that was the standout for me. Was wow. I think the biscuit itself would be really high up there. Just the biscuit, not the chicken, not the cheese. If I were just getting a biscuit,
I want to talk about this for a second.
okay.
Because we addressed it off camera, and now I want to address it on camera.
Okay.
But just like chicken quality. So I think Rise had good chicken quality. You have to appreciate the fact that it was a good piece of chicken, big piece of chicken. It was hot and juicy. It was breaded well, and the breading really held to the chicken. The breading did not hold to the chicken on this.
Did not.
It was a quick separation. The biscuit here, that's by far the best biscuit we've had. Standalone biscuit.
Yeah.
And really, when you're talking about a chicken biscuit, that's half the equation. So if you've got like a top-notch biscuit, the chicken just has to be okay to start breaking into the higher scores.
Definitely better than average, for sure.
Definitely better than average. We're about to hit it with that 1, 2, 3,
Jack.
10
Consistency.
consistency.
Really, that's crazy. I always go one higher than you, almost always. It's crazy. Wow. I think it earned a Jack, in my opinion, just purely on the fact that that biscuit I could eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner any day of the week. Just obviously just the bread biscuit. It's unbelievable.
I think if the breading on the chicken held on a little bit more, you're talking about a face card there.
Aesthetically, it wasn't the most pleasing of the biscuits. It was not altogether. But quality of what you're just looking for, like something your grandma just whipped up,
But if you're substance over aesthetic,
Sunrise.
did we even announce the spot?
We got excited.
Timeout. Open 24/7. They've served over 4 million of these at this point. The sign said 3.8 million. But I'm going to give it at least 200K more because the sign looked like it was from 2005. So who knows? It might be over 10 million at this point.
I've never been here, despite living here my entire life. Surprisingly. And my dad's been here a lot. There we go.
Tuck that away for your dad.
Let me get this knife. Big biscuit.
I don't know. Is this any denser than the last one?
I would say this is about the same size, if I had to guess.
Dense biscuit. Give you a nice look. It actually looks a lot similar where they put that unmelted piece of cheddar. See if we can get that. Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a good looking square biscuit. And that's a nice fat piece of chicken.
That's what you sign up for.
Yeah.
Cheers, number 4.
I mean, that's a real piece of fried chicken. The biscuit isn't overkill.
I thought the Sunrise biscuit itself was better.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first takeaway when thinking about the biscuit. 10.
Jack.
I went under you for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Oh, with the 10 biscuit.
10 biscuit. I mean, it's definitely above average. But I don't know. I think something about the biscuit at Sunrise just did it for me just a little bit more.
The biscuit was the star of the show at Sunrise. Whereas the biscuit was really good here, but it took a little bit more of a back seat because it wasn't as big and in your face.
Yeah, and I think the chicken here was probably a little better than the chicken at Sunrise, but I think it was a marginal difference, whereas the biscuit difference for me was a grander difference between Sunrise and here.
For me, that was the best chicken that was on a biscuit out of the 4.
I would say so. I would say
It was
so.
seasoned really nicely. Like the chicken stand alone, you could taste the chicken and the seasonings of the chicken.
If I was going to get a chicken biscuit, what I would do, if I could combine places, I would get the chicken from here and the biscuit from Sunrise. And you'd have yourself that'd probably be a king.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
You would. Merry little Christmas, that's for sure.
So in all, I'm going Timeout, Bojangles Yuva biscuit, as a slight edge over Sunrise. But it's kind of a white whale. There's nothing like it. And then Rise sits as an average 8. So I think I went, what? Jack, 10-10, Jack? Jack, 10-10, 8?
Mm-hmm.
Jack, Timeout, 10, Sunrise, 10, Yuva biscuit at Bojangles, 8, Rise.
And I went Queen on the Yuva because of its, unicorn status. And then I went Jack for Sunrise. I went 10 on Timeout, and I went 9 on Rise.
You went Queen, Jack, 10, 9.
Mm-hmm. Fairly close.
Yeah,
We're
fairly
close on all of them.
Yeah, we might do this. We might do this again next off season.
Yeah,
This will be the annual chicken biscuit episode
And-
next because we got to go to that spot.
Yeah, we do. And
What's
we
it
can't go
called?
on a Tuesday. True Flavors.